Good morning and welcome to ASX at Breakfast. I'm Rachel, live from Kalkine Studios in Sydney. Australian shares are expected to lift at the open this morning. That's after Wall Street ended higher in overnight trade, buoyed by positive retail earnings. However, lingering recession concerns and muted crude oil prices are likely to weigh on the domestic market today. According to the latest ASX futures, the ASX 200 is likely to open 11 points higher. That's 0.15% higher. Now, yesterday, the benchmark index closed 0.6% higher at 7,105 points. In some business news from this morning, CSL delivered a net profit after tax of $2.25 billion for the 2022 financial year, down 6% and at the top end of its guidance, with revenue up 3%. Performance was as expected in a difficult global environment. Immunoglobulin sales were limited by constrained plasma collections in financial year 2021, and that was due to COVID, with improved second half performance reflecting growth in plasma collected. Although profit was down, CSL managed to grow revenue by 2% to $10.6 billion. And that was driven by exceptional performance from CSL's flu vaccine business called Seqirus. And real estate company Domain has reported a net profit after tax of $35.1 million, including a significant expense of $20.2 million. Domain reported statutory revenue of $357 million. That was an increase of 23%. EBITDA rose 21.4% to $122.1 million. The company declared a fully franked dividend of 4 cents per share, which will be paid on the 13th of September to shareholders. And finally, shopping mall company Vicinity Centres reports a $1.2 billion profit, increasing 571% from a loss of $258 million in financial year 2021. Revenue rose 1.1% to $1.2 billion, while funds from operations rose 7.1% to $598 million. CEO and Managing Director Grant Kelly says financial year 2022 was a year of recovery and progress at Vicinity. The board declared a final distribution per security of 5.7 cents. Well, now it's time for a short break, but stay tuned for more news set to affect your trading day.
Build better relationships, get connected, heard and noticed. We always believe in getting you the best. Kalkine Media's growing platform, Kalkine TV, helps you connect to an inquisitive audience from across the globe. Interact in a trusted environment. Showcase your brand on Kalkine TV in a seamless and effective manner. We connect and curate content as per your business needs. So why wait? Write to us at guestteam@kalkine.com.au.
And welcome back to the ASX at Breakfast report. Taking a quick look first up at global markets. Now, global stocks traded on a flat note, and that was due to concerns that the US Federal Reserve would continue its steep interest rate hikes despite early signs of a slowdown in inflation. Still in the US, the Dow Jones was up 0.7%, the S&P 500 rose 0.2%, but the NASDAQ fell 0.2%. Over in Europe, the Stoxx 50 rose 0.4%. The FTSE gained 0.4% also, and the CAC was up 0.3%, with the DAX ending 0.7% higher. MSCI's gauge of stocks in 50 countries across the globe rose 0.05%. Now, overnight in Asia, MSCI's broadest index of Asia-Pacific shares outside of Japan finished 0.07% lower, while Japan's Nikkei shed 0.01%. Oil prices fell over 3%, and that was with concerns over global crude demand amid a looming recession. Brent crude futures declined 2.9% to finish at $92.84 a barrel. WTI crude fell 3.2%, closing at $86.53 a barrel. And gold prices dipped on a firm US dollar. US gold futures fell 0.5% to $1,789. Well, that's all for our ASX at Breakfast report this morning here at Kalkine TV. Have a great day trading. Stay tuned for more market updates and economic news live throughout the day. I'm Rachel, signing off for now.